What's going on YouTube, Defender Psvr here. In this video, I'll be doing a quick web review of all the latest news that has come out so far. The biggest news that has come out so far is that PlayStation VR 2 will officially be launching in 2023. So everybody who's getting their hopes up about, getting it under your tree during Christmas time this year, holiday season, is not happening, sadly. I was one of those people who was hoping that it came out earlier rather than later, but I guess Sony knows what they're doing about the release date and the time and the day. So we all got to wait until early 2023. My hope is that it'll be here no later than March. Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming out, which is also going to have VR content compatible for the PlayStation VR 2. And that comes out March 24th. I think it's the 24th. It could be the 23rd. It's either one of those days, but pretty sure Sony would like to have the headset out before that day, just to have a compatible game for it. And also Resident Evil Village will be compatible with PlayStation VR 2. You'll be able to play the whole story mode using the system with adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. So hopefully sometime in March, early March, the system will come out. So starting off with Psvrs2 Web. Posting that they posted, Sony confirms PS2's release date for early 2023, 4 hours ago. I agree. By Sammy Baker. So PSVR 2 will release in early 2023. Sony has confirmed. PlayStation France was first to let the cat out of the bag, but other major regional accounts have since followed with the relatively simple message, including PlayStation UK or PlayStation United Kingdom. This is what they said. Coming early 2022, coming early 2023, PSVR 2. I've seen it on Twitter too. A lot of people had made their own post. PlayStation Canada, PlayStation UK, PlayStation France. It perhaps didn't take a genius to figure out that PSVR 2's release date would be early next year, but this is the first time we've heard the company officially mention it. There's a lot of speculation going on, but it's good to have the official date. The Japanese giants generally been pretty secretive about the device, unveiling information in a scattershot manner and only announcing a handful of games so far, either in the year or early in the year. As part of a State of Play live stream, the firm confirmed that Resident Evil Village, No Man's Sky, and The Walking Dead St. 2 Chapter 2 Retribution would be all playable on the headset. It also showcased a lengthy trailer for first-party production Horizon Call of the Mountain. When it comes to virtual reality headsets, for Psvrs2 Specs are heads and shoulders above the nearest competition. The device is promising an OLED screen resolution of 2000 by 2040 per eye, which is more than double that of the original PSVR. It also has new motion controllers which features haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and finger tracking. Of course, this all raises the question of price and the exactly accurate date of 2023 it will come out. Of course, this all raises the question of price, and it's something the company is going to need to rip the band-aid off soon. Still, at least now to start saving. Yep. So it's by Sam Baker from Push Square. Coming soon.net. PlayStation VR release window confirmed by Michael Leary. Sony has been cagey about the PlayStation VR 2 release date, and while it still hasn't nailed down a specific day, the company has now revealed that the headset is coming out in early 2023. PlayStation, this is the official thing of PlayStation. Coming early 2023 from PlayStation themselves. See the blue check verified. I didn't even see that. I gotta share it on my dang on Instagram. That's the first time I've seen. Here's there. That's what it looks like. Got some comments. Count me in. Take my money. Let's go. Sold out until 2028. Dang. Virtual reality does not seem as hype now as a few years ago. So you got your haters, of course. You got people that's happy for it, and you got people that's Ain't got nothing better to do but talk negative about it. Even though there is no PlayStation blog post about it, PlayStation simply posted the early 2023 release window on its Instagram page. The UK account also tweeted later too. There's no price or month attached. Those details are, according to Sony, coming soon. But this is the most specific the company has been so far. Aside from a 2022 window, quickly growing more unrealistic as days roll by, it had been somewhat evident that PSVR 2 would not be releasing this year. For example, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution is slated to come to other VR headsets this fall, including the first PSVR, but was marked for a 2023 release for PSVR 2. The Resident Evil 4 remake is also going to have some content for PSVR 2 and is coming out on March 24th, which I said before I read any of these articles, which potentially pointed another possible window for the virtual reality headset. That's about it. GameSpot, Jordan and Ramey, PSVR 2 is coming 2023. Looks like someone may have accidentally posted a social media announcement earlier than they should have. It looks like Psvrs2, the next virtual reality headset for PlayStation consoles, is launching in 2023. On both Twitter and Instagram, official PlayStation accounts have published an image that advertises PSVR2 is coming in 2023. Looks like the PS5 is getting its PlayStation VR 2 headset next year. It looks like PSVR 2, the upcoming virtual reality headset for PS5, is launching next year. On both Twitter and Instagram, official PlayStation accounts have published an image that advertised PSVR 2 is coming in 2023. The news initially broke on PlayStation France Twitter account with a tweet saying, which translates available early 2023. I don't know French, so I'm not reading it. This message is echoed on PlayStation UK's Twitter page. The PlayStation US Instagram account also posted about the VR headset writing coming early 2023. This is what's going on. Almost all these articles saying the same thing. As the name implies, it's the second of PlayStation VR's headsets. The original PSVR was marketed and sold as an entry-level headset for VR requiring multiple cables, but immediately hooking into a PS4. The PS5 or the PSVR 2 seems to be a similar offering, but for the PS5, leveraging more powerful technology and several quality of life upgrades to bring it closer in line to the quality of VR headsets like the MetaQuest 2 and Valve Index. Some of those better graphics, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and room scale. Just some other things, but that's just to start out. So PSVR 1 versus PSVR 2. PSVR resolution 96 or 960 by 1080 per eye. PSVR 2 is 2000 by 2040 per eye. PSVR's headset is OLED. PSVR 2 headset is OLED HDR or high dynamic range. PSVR refresh rate 90 Hz, 120 Hz. PSVR 2 has the same Hertz. The field of view of the PSVR 1 is 100 degrees of view, and PSVR 2 is 110 degree. A PSVR 2 uses tracking, 6-axis motion sensor, and LED tracking via PlayStation Move. PSVR 2 will use 6-axis motion sensor, 4 cameras, 4 headset and controllers, IR camera for eye tracking. PSVR has no feedback. PSVR 2, vibration on the headset, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers on the controllers. Audio, they both have 3.5 millimeter input, so you can connect your earbuds that you use like now or the 3D Pulse headset using the wire. And they both have USB and HDMI. But for the charging port for PSVR 2, controllers are going to have USB Type-C. Same charger ports that you see in Samsung phones. Shout out to Samsung. I'm a Samsung user. But the Moves had the micro USB. USB Type-C will be used for the PSVR 2. Other files suggest PC players may be able to link their PSN accounts based on some files found within the recent PC release of Marvel Spider-Man. It looks like Sony might be planning a PlayStation PC launcher. Sony looks like it's going all in on PC as well as PlayStation PC launcher. I don't think this had nothing to do with VR. Yeah, that's just a whole other thing. But basically, that's it for this article. The Verge had this similar article. Sony says the PlayStation 2 is coming in early 2023. The virtual reality headset will launch next year by Michael Clark and Jay Peters. Sony PSVR 2 headset is coming in early 2023, according to post the company made on Twitter and Instagram. Sony has been trickling information out about the upcoming headset over the past several months, and now we have at least a time frame for when we can expect to get our hands on the hardware. While the company released details of the headset's design earlier this year, it still hasn't announced a price. It is, however, promising a lot for the PSVR 2. It'll feature displays that add up to 4K resolution and can run at 90 or 120 hertz. Have a 110 field or degree field of view, and use foveated rendering, which renders certain parts of the image as sharper than others to make things easier for the computer, or in this case, the PlayStation 5. So foveated rendering is basically how you're looking at your screen right now to read this. Basically, your peripheral vision, everything else is blurred. You can see stuff in your peripheral vision, but it's not as clear as if you're focusing on something. So that's what PSVR 2 will have. That's what foveated rendering means. The company also says the headset connects to your console with a single USB-C cable. So instead of having all these wires and breakout box and having to connect the headset box to the TV and then connect the headset box to your PlayStation 4 or PS5, you just got one cable that's going to plug into the front of your PlayStation. Sony has already announced it will have a lineup of about 20 major games available when it launches. The titles include games set in the Horizon and Walking Dead universe, as well as VR versions of No Man's Sky and Resident Evil Village. Also, Resident Evil 4 Remake will have VR content. Unlike the original PlayStation headset, the PSVR 2 won't use a camera connected to your console to track your movements. Instead, it'll use inside-out tracking similar to the Quest 2, where cameras on the headset itself are in charge of the motion tracking. This means that the PSVR 2 will also be able to let you see your surroundings while you're wearing the headset. Sony also says that the PlayStation 5 will let you broadcast yourself playing VR games, though you will have to have a PlayStation HD camera connected, which I have. It's always good to have gifts. Sony has also shown off the orb-shaped controllers, which will have adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, like what's offered with Sony's DualSense controller for the PS5. They'll also have finger touch detection, which can sense where you rest your thumb, index, or middle fingers without having to press anything. The PSVR 2 will only work with the PS5, given that it's been hard to get your hands on the console since it launched in November 2020. That may seem like a bad idea, however, that there are some signs that those issues could be clearing up. The console no longer sell out immediately after Sony opens a queue or for them, and you've been able to buy a bundle that includes Horizon for less for a few days now. At the moment, it seems possible that by the time the headset comes out, you may just be able to pick up a PS5 whenever you want. With that said, there's always the possibility that Sony will struggle with stock of the PSVR 2, in which case the PS5's availability may be just one part of the equation for those trying to get into VR gaming. The PSVR 2 could face stiff competition when it's released. Meta's high-end project Cambria headset is set to come out sometime later this year, though, like with the PSVR 2, it's hard to say how much it'll cost. The fact that Meta recently raised the price on its €2 entry-level Quest 2 may not be a great sign. The tech industry at large is also still waiting for Apple to announce its long-rumored mixed reality headset, which will reportedly cost thousands of dollars. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has reported that the company could reveal the headset in January 2023. That's it for this. Alright, PlayStation Lifestyle. PSVR 2 release window finally confirmed for next year. PSVR 2 release date window finally confirmed for next year. Doesn't say who made this. Sony has finally confirmed what all the rumors have been saying for a while. The PSVR 2 headset release date window is not until 2023. Those hoping for a PlayStation VR themed holiday season gift for this year will have to look at other options, sadly. No other details were released alongside the announcement. When will Psvr2 be released? The Psvr2 has set release date window as early 2023, according to a tweet published by many regional PlayStation Twitter accounts, including the UK, Canada, Japan, France, New Zealand, Australia, and LATAM. I've never heard of that. This lines up with many of the rumors that have been persisting for months that suggest the device would not be arriving until 2023 and destroys all of those that were hoping for a holiday 2022 release. Tech analysts have also said that mass production of PSVR 2 was not expected to start until the second half of this year. Sony is apparently targeting an initial shipment of 1.5 million units, which is more than the 1 million units of PS5 consoles shipped within the first 8 months of its life cycle. While some will be lamenting the lack of PSVR 2 during the holiday season this year, it does give Sony a chance to nail their launch lineup. PSVR 2 will have more than 20 major games at launch, although we've heard very little about them. There's Horizon Call of the Mountain, of course, as the only confirmed first-party game. In terms of third-party games, there's Among Us VR, Ghostbusters VR, No Man's Sky, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil Village, and The Walking Dead Saints Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution. With the exception of Horizon Call of the Mountain, we have no idea if any or all of these are launch titles, but either way, there is still more than a dozen games to be announced. In other news, development of Star Wars KOTOR Remake has reportedly been transferred to Saber Interactive. Elsewhere, Project Cars and Project Cars 2 are being delisted, and fans are upset about this. Alright, I'm not going on with anything else. Last 4 articles: Game Radar, Upload VR, Road to VR, and IGN. Games Radar by Leanne Harris. PSVR 2 coming in early 2023, Sony confirms. Sony is releasing the PSVR 2 early next year. Horizon Call of the Mountain pictures look sweet. That comes from the company itself, which took to social media to reveal that an early 2023 release window is being targeted. The release period announcement has been eagerly anticipated for a while now, with oodles of industry chatter filling the void between updates from Sony itself. What is with these words they use? Earlier this year, one analyst implied Sony had quietly delayed the PSVR 2 into 2023. That claim followed another from the leaker of Horizon Call of the Mountain, who said we were looking at a Q1 2023 launch for the peripheral. As reported by YouTube channel PSVR Without Parole, shout out to my boy Brian Paul. At the time, the release decision was influenced by the lack of PS5s currently available to everyone. The dependency on PS5 means that PSVR 2 can't succeed without a great PS5 install base, and releasing a PSVR 2 headset into a world where PS5s are still scarce can not only affect potential PSVR 2 sales, but also leave a lot of gamers even more frustrated than they already are, they said. PlayStation UK. While a global semiconductor shortage has made it challenging to get your hands on a PS5, it looks like the tide is turning on that front. Sony recently revealed during a financial results presentation that more PS5s are being made for the holiday season. Since we are seeing a recovery from the impact of a lockdown in Shanghai and a significant improvement in supply of components, we're working to bring forward more supply into the year in holiday selling season, the company said. Thankfully, you won't be short of anything to play once the PlayStation peripheral releases. Earlier this year, Sony shared that PSVR 2 will have over 20 first and third-party games at launch. In fact, on to Upload VR. PSVR 2 releases in early 2023. I like reading from Upload VRs. This is my favorite. By Ian Hamilton. PlayStation VR 2 released in early 2023. Official Sony social accounts announced the launch window on Monday, confirming earlier indications and analyst reports suggesting Sony's next generation PS5 powered VR headset would see release in 2022. While PSVR buyers have been able to use an adapter to get the original system running on PS5. PSVR 2 promises to take full advantage of new technology as well as the PS5's increased horsepower. The next-gen system features much higher resolution, displays with high dynamic range, wider field of view lenses, eye tracking, and new controls with precise haptic feedback. Dramatic upgrades over the original PSVR system, which launched in 2016 for PS4. Got that on launch day too. Look how nice, look how beautiful it is. While the original PSVR required the PlayStation camera for tracking and a breakout box with an array of cables, PSVR 2 features onboard cameras for inside-out tracking and connects via a single USB-C cable. That's it. On to Road to VR. PlayStation VR 2 launching early 2023. Sony confirms. By Ben Lang. Sony confirmed today that its latest VR headset, PSVR 2, will see a release date in 2023. The company's brief announcement didn't include a price for PSVR 2, one of the last pieces of key info that's still known. No, we don't have an exact date yet. They just said early 2020. That could be February, March, January. But that's also some information. Sony today shared one of the last but most important pieces of info regarding PlayStation VR 2, its launch window. The company confirmed today on Instagram, of all places, that the headset's release date will come in early 2023, but shared absolutely no other info about the headset's launch. Granted, we know almost everything there is to know about PSVR 2 by this point, except for its price. The early 2023 launch window, presumably Q1, is a curious move by Sony. The company has only ever launched major PlayStation hardware in Q3 or Q4, dating all the way back to the original PS1 and including the first PSVR headset. That's why I thought it would be this year, because I thought they were going to follow the trend, but COVID kind of messed up everything, having people not able to buy PS5s, and then I want to launch it near Christmas, since there's shortage and people can't get their hands on a PS5 or PSVR 2. So it makes sense. I guess we can all thank COVID. I'll blame COVID. Our best guess for the move is that Sony is expecting the ongoing global supply chain and inflation issues to cause chaos in the electronics market this holiday, and it doesn't want to battle other consumer electronics makers on price. Kind of what I said. It's even possible that the company wasn't able to secure the components it needed for Q4 2022 launch, forcing it to delay to Q1 2023. In any case, we finally have an idea of when PlayStation VR 2 will launch, and it'll be more than 6 years since the original headset's release, PSVR. Sony is promising that PSVR 2 will offer an innovative VR experience with many features not currently found in other consumer headsets like eye tracking, HDR, head haptics, and an advanced trigger haptics. Check out our breakdown of Psvr2 specs to learn everything we know about the headset and how it compares to the original PSVR. Last but not least, IGN. What does IGN stand for? I thought it was Inside Gaming News or In Gaming News. But it's made by Matt Kim. PSVR 2 will be released in early 2023. Happy New Year, says. PSVR 2, PlayStation's next-gen VR headset, will be coming sometime in early 2023. According to multiple PlayStation social media sites across Twitter and Instagram, the next-gen PlayStation VR headset has locked in a release window sometime in the early months of next year. The window has confirmed on PlayStation's official Instagram account, as well as numerous PlayStation regional Twitter accounts from France and Brazil. But here's exactly from PlayStation. PSVR 2 is Sony's next virtual reality headset. According to Sony, PSVR 2 will feature an OLED display with 2000 by 2040 pixels per eye and a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz. It utilizes inside-out tracking or utilizes inside-out eye tracking and will have 110-degree field of view. Sony also announced that PSVR 2 will have over 20 games at launch. The company is also developing exclusive VR games for the headset, including Horizon Call of the Mountain, based on the popular Horizon series. While the specs of the PSVR 2 can rival that of the Oculus Quest 2 and Valve Index, it is still a weird wired headset and requires a PlayStation 5 to operate. These factors could become hurdles when compared to the wireless Meta headsets, though those did receive a price bump earlier this year. Will you be picking up Sony's next-gen PSVR headset? Let us know in the comments. I will, but no sooner you're able to pre-order, say you better pre-order it. Do not let this be like another PlayStation 5 thing where you think you can just walk into a store and get it, and you get mad because you can't get it. That's why I pre-order everything. Games, systems, PS5 I had pre-ordered. People think you can just, or they thought you could just walk into the store and just get it. And when it came out, it being sold out. But that's my advice to everybody who viewed this video. Just, man, when you're able to pre-order, just drop everything and pre-order it. Because it's better to have a pre-order than it is to just assume you're going to get it on launch day and then there's no more. So, and my advice would be to pre-order it through like GameStop, Best Buy, Target, any type of chain store like that, because people try to pre-order it on Amazon, and you have it in your cart, and so you try to check out, it's gone due to bots. So bots can't stop physical pre-orders from a real person, one person to another. So that's my advice to everybody. Thank everybody who viewed this video. This video is 27 minutes, but it was in depth of every VR article and gaming news that has came out with the article in the past 4 hours since the news broke that PSVR 2 will be releasing next year, Q1 2023. Make sure I leave a like, comment if you had any issues getting a PS5. If you still have any issues getting a PS5. If you're going to get PSVR 2 when it comes out, pre-order, whatnot. Yeah. So I'll see y'all in the next video that I make. PSVR 2 is coming later, sooner than earlier, sadly. But at least it's coming. We don't have to wait too long. 2023 is right around the corner. We only got a couple months left for this year. Hopefully we'll be able to all enjoy it when it comes out. But this is the Defender PSVR signing off. Thank y'all for watching. See ya.